Last night I made steak, but we don't have enough leftovers to feed the whole family. So I wanted to show a way to stretch your dollar and reinvent last night's leftovers into something that can feed the whole family. I'm gonna show you how to take it from steak to Cowboy chili in just a few minutes. But before I get to the recipe, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and make sure that you follow along so that every time that there's a new recipe, you will be the first one to know. So the first thing I'm doing is a little olive oil in my pan. All right, I have onions and garlic. Quick tip, if you want to save yourself some time when you get back from the grocery store, go ahead and peel a whole head of garlic and don't chop it yet, but have it ready to go, because for me, I find that the peeling is what takes the most time with garlic. And then when I need to chop it, I have it ready to go. Some of these spices might seem a little unusual for Cowboy chili, but it's going to create that really dark, rich, layered flavor in just a matter of minutes. So I have coriander, which I love. Cumin, which is super classic in any chili recipe. And by the way, when I'm toasting it in the pan with the oil, all of the aroma is released. Makes it so fragrant in the house. This sounds crazy, but brown sugar. It's gonna balance out just a little hint of sweetness. And here is what is even more unusual, cocoa powder. But just like you would see in mole, like chicken mole, cocoa powder actually adds so much richness to any chili. And it's a great little secret ingredient. It's nice and toasty. I'm gonna add some fire roasted tomatoes. I feel like this has done all of the work for me. The fire roasted flavor just makes this so much richer. Beef broth. Now the fun part. A beer. You can use any kind of beer you have. I just use whatever I have on hand. Tastes good to me. It's gonna taste good in the chili. Okay, now let's talk about heat. I love to add a little bit of heat, and I do that in a couple of ways. One is chipotle paste. Now, if you wanted, you could take some really cool dried chilies, like a pasilla or a chipotle chili, and you could soak it in water, and then you could blend it with this whole thing. I don't have time for that on a weeknight. Maybe that's like a weekend activity. I don't know when I'm gonna have the time to do that, but instead I turn to chili paste. And what I like about this, which I found at the store, was that I can refrigerate this. You know the cans of chipotle and adobo sauce? I find that I use one little chipotle or a little bit of the sauce, and then I end up tossing away the entire jar. But just a little bit of that chipotle paste, and then I'm adding Tabasco chipotle. And what I really love about this Tabasco is, first of all, it has that a little bit of acid, so it's got a great flavor profile. It also, you can measure the heat, right? So you can add just a couple glugs and see if that's enough for your family. Plus, keep it on hand, and then afterwards, if you want more heat, just add it to your dish. It's super delicious. All right, okay, you guys, that's it. I'm gonna add my beef. I'm gonna clean up, and in a couple minutes, dinner's totally ready. How about that for easy? It's so dark and rich in color. It smells incredible. And I definitely now have enough to feed the whole family because it's this beautiful stew. But if I'm really honest, the way that I get my kids to try something new, like a Cowboy chili that might be a little bit out of their flavor profile, is I put all of the good stuff on it. Okay, I always finish it with a little cheese, a generous dollop of sour cream. It's like all the fixins, right? And I love to fan some avocado. But of course, the best thing about Cowboy chili, which is like Texas chili, the Fritos. And I just like to put those on the side, and then maybe just a couple on top. So everybody knows that there's something crunchy and yummy waiting for them at dinner. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what other kind of dinner creations you want to see from me next. I'll see you guys later.